Okay, so if you didn't know, I have a lot of playtime on Mario Odyssey. But what's kind of funny is that so far I didn't really contribute to the community at all. Like, I didn't do videos, I didn't do anything, even though honestly I could. And I guess it really is time for me to kind of just actually use these hours I've put into the game by proposing my own speedrun clip percent. This is a speedrun that I've started like a very long time ago, in fact. I think, yeah, the first one I did was like in 2020, so yeah, extremely old. And I've just had a lot of fun just doing the run on my own and finding strategies, optimizing my time, and etc. And here, I am going to present you the speedrun, the rules, and etc. And I'm going to also present to you a PB I've recorded just for you. This is my current PB of clip percent. So yeah, if you want to beat that time, the rules, obviously, the clip percent consists of clipping out of bounds, but very precisely, the rules of the challenge is that you must clip on every single kingdom in Mario Odyssey. This does include the post-game kingdoms, and in fact, you can start the game on any single save file, which means that you can start on a 100% completed save file, but in fact, you can really just start on whatever file you want, you know? Like even the file that I used for this run isn't a 100% completed save file, and we'll see why later. But yeah, and so by the way, when I talk about clipping out of bounds, I don't exactly mean that. In fact, because there are some situations where you're not just clipping out of bounds. Like sometimes you literally just jump into a spot in the wall where there's no collision, so you're not really clipping out of bounds, you know? And sometimes you do get out of bounds, but you know, like you die instantly or something like this. So yes, you would be clipping, or just sometimes you would just pass through objects, you know? So you would definitely be clipping, but you wouldn't really get out of bounds, you know? You know what I mean? And so just know that when I mean clipping out of bounds, I do mean just basically anything. Anything that can, like, get you past the wall, get you out of bounds, even if the clip, as an example, clips you straight into a death plane, but you are actually passing out of bounds. This is a very good example, because some clips on this run, I will, like, clip just for a tiny bit and then hit the death plane and die. These types of clip count, and yes, the clips where I just, like, jump into a zone in the wall where there's no collision, these also count. Yeah, basically, again, any type of clip basically counts. It's just, yeah, if you're going through a wall, counts. Okay, except for one thing, there is actually one type of clip that's limited, and it's the Odyssey clips, because if you don't know, you can literally, yeah, just clip into the Odyssey. And if I allowed Odyssey clips, the run would definitely be very boring, because it's like, for most kingdoms where the fastest strat is kind of slow, well, actually the fastest strat would just be to literally just warp to the Odyssey, do the clip, and then just move on. Like, literally, that would be kind of boring. Except that I actually cannot fully unallow Odyssey clips, because, spoiler alert, but there's literally a single kingdom in the game where you literally cannot clip into anything. So I have to allow Odyssey clips. I have to allow at least one Odyssey clip. And also later, I also allowed another Odyssey clip for the Moon Kingdoms, because actually I just realized that in the kingdoms where there is moon gravity, the Odyssey clips is done in a very different way. So I also allowed that. And I also allowed it to save a lot of time. We'll also see that later. Like, yeah, if you're wondering what are the two kingdoms where I'm going to do the Odyssey clip and the Moon Gravity Odyssey clip, just know the kingdoms. Again, we'll see that later. But just know the kingdoms, they're pretty obvious, and I feel like there's no real reason to do other kingdoms in these. To start the run, you must teleport into a kingdom and then warp straight to the Odyssey, so Mario always starts on the exact same position, and then the timing starts when you start to move. And then for the timing ends when you get your final clip on the last kingdom. Okay, so I think I've said basically everything now, and I guess we can actually start reviewing the run. So by the way, as you can see here, you know, I did just literally just record the game from my from like my phone and etc. I literally just put my phone in front of my Switch. The reason I did this, you know, is that while it's definitely gonna look worse for you, just know that I can actually record with a capture card and all that. I have a capture card, and I could record Mario Odyssey from that. But just know that while it would definitely look better for you, it would not feel better for me, because yeah, it's just like when I play with my capture card, I have like a little lag, you know, and I'm just not used to it at all. Like I've just played so much on portable for fun that I'm just too used to this lag of the portable version, which obviously, like, yeah, on portable it basically has no lag. So yeah, I was kinda obligated to just record my Switch like this, just point my phone in from my Switch. I hope it's okay. I think, yeah, it definitely doesn't look bad, so that's completely okay. But yeah, just know that's why you're gonna see this little vintage point of view, I guess. Anyways, and now I guess we can actually segue into the run. Okay, so obviously again I start so you can see me like so obviously here I just failed a clip reset, boom, and I warp straight to the Odyssey again. And so boom, and so right now, so to start it off, you can see I start on Mushroom Kingdom, because yeah, obviously you can start on whatever kingdom you want, and here I decided to start on Mushroom Kingdom simply because it's one of the most brutal kingdoms in the run. Like obviously you'll see it right after, but that's why I start on here, because I can like just quickly reset as much as I want, and then when I get an actual fast clip, then I can actually start the run. And so yeah, just to make it more consistent, you know, because yeah, like I remember, if you're wondering, if I'm not wrong, on my very first runs, I would start on Luncheon Kingdom, because it's like the last kingdom where I actually discovered the clip, so I just wanted to start on it because whatever. And then I remember I slowly switched which kingdom I would start on, and then for a long time I would start on Seaside Kingdom for reasons we'll see later. But yeah, and now I start again on Mushroom Kingdom, just really for comfort. And so now we can see how do I start the timing of the run. I remember at first, literally, I would just like put my life split on -1 second. I would hit it and then quickly input a ground pound once the timing is ended, like once it starts to go to 0. But now, I kind of just realized I'm kind of losing a potential time save, because of course, you know, the fastest movement option in the game is spin pound, you know, where it's like when you go through a cutscene, you can buffer a spin, and then when the cutscene ends and you go back to gameplay, Mario will be spinning. Boom, see here, Mario will be spinning. So yeah, and so now I start my run by teleporting straight to the Odyssey and then straight up buffering spin pound, so I can like start a little bit faster. At least I think it's a little bit faster. Honestly, I have no idea. And so yeah, so you get the idea. And so yeah, and so now what do I do is that I place my life split to be at to start at -1.5 seconds, and I would start the timing basically when I saw Cappy hit the flag here on the Odyssey. I obviously would never ever start like very precisely, you know, when Mario starts to move, you know, the timing wouldn't go straight to 0, but it's basically around here, like you can see here. When do I actually start to move? Oh, I start to move like, I start to move half a second after it. So I guess that's a little bit of a time spent, obviously. I mean, obviously, if this ends up being submitted to the leaderboards, you know, you could just retime it like you'll see. Even at the end of the run, I also split late, so who cares? Who cares? Obviously, it's just for the idea. Anyway, so buffer spin pound, boom, boom, and then the first clip. Can you guess which clip I'm gonna do first? This is a clip you may have seen it. You can see me, boom. I take the scooter, I go straight into something. Okay, and so yeah, so you may have seen this clip, especially at the early stages of Mario Odyssey. You could use this tree to clip through the ground, except that now obviously the clip is still possible, but when you do the clip, you can see, boom. You can see I just died. I hit the death plane. So yeah, remember what I said that some clips I would just like clip for something and then instantly hit the death plane and die. Yep, I was talking about this clip, obviously. And so yes, that's why I start Mushroom Kingdom first, by the way. It's just because, I mean, it's really just because this clip is extremely brutal. Like, yeah, like I would very often not be able to place the scooter, you know, instantly on this. Like instantly, yeah. I would usually just like try to place the scooter quickly on the tree and fail, and then I have to like readjust very quickly with like the pressure of time and etc. So yeah, I remember this clip being very brutal. So now I start on Mushroom Kingdom. So again, I can just like actually reset as much as I want to finally get an efficient clip. And then here, yeah, I do get the clip very fast. Like, you can clearly see I take a little bit of time to line myself up. Like, yeah, like you can clearly see it, like, boom. Like here, I get into the tree, and I kind of just line myself up. Take a little bit of time, a little awkward, but it's okay. Boom, clip, die. And then another spin pound, boom. And then I go straight into the painting. So again, that's another, obviously, I was kind of just hiding this the entire time, but yeah. To travel for kingdoms faster, I use the paintings because, of course, like it's just like, I mean, of course, like it's just it's just straight up a speedrun strat that I would assume people use, like speedrunners use in all moons and all that. It's just because, yeah, it's like it's very slightly faster than actually using the Odyssey, because obviously no, it's just like honestly, it's very obvious. Just remember the Odyssey, you have to go through like 3 cutscenes, you have to select the next world, you have to go through a few dialogues, and in the painting, boom, you literally just enter it, and then there's one cutscene, boom, skip it, another bit of loading, another bit of loading, and then boom, you're into the other kingdom, and then boom, you're into the other kingdom. Okay. Now, Snow Kingdom, honestly, I'm not even gonna comment much. It's one of these kingdoms that, yeah, like this kingdom, I literally already had the fastest strat when doing my first run, I'm pretty sure. It's just like, yeah, you literally just capture this, I don't know what's the name of the enemy. I think it's like Blower. I'm just gonna call them like that. What even ever. Yeah, you can see I ran straight to the other painting. And, yeah, because this capture has, a clip where if you, so first of all, yeah, you need to blow to be like fully behind the wall, boom, and then if you blow again, you'll see here, you'll see how Mario's cap is slightly inside the wall, and if you uncapture at this moment, you will in fact clip out of bounds. So yeah, you can see me here. I just do a very quick clip next to the wall. Recapture, boom, uncapture it, wall jump, and then jump straight into pay. So yeah, again, it's really just like a very obvious strat when you know the clip. It was in fact the strat that I used, I think, on my first runs. Like basically, yeah, the strat basically didn't change, and I can basically barely lose time in this kingdom. Although I will mention, there is potentially, I think, a strategy that could save like a few seconds, but it would be super hard. But it's like, yeah, I think if I'm not wrong, there's like a, there is a roll cancel clip on the Snow Kingdom overworld, like on where I am. And so if I'm not wrong, you could theoretically ignore the capture, go for this clip, and then do like the crazy trick jump to go straight into the painting. And I'm pretty sure if you manage to do all this first try, this will save a few seconds, but obviously, like, why going for it? It's like, literally, it's just like, it would save such few time, but I'm pretty sure, yeah, if you really want to optimize it all, I'm pretty sure you would like to go for this clip, but it's just like, I know this one clip just sucks super hard, like, it's just, the surface clip sucks super hard, and even the jump after it, you know, the jump after it, I can definitely do it first try, but it's still, like, kind of annoying, and usually I would get it, like, either first or second try, so you get it. Basically, like, why am I even explaining it? Why am I even over-complicating things when I can just do this little clip? This little thing, you know, and just do it. Hold on. Okay, boom. By the way, if you're wondering the timing, if you want to, like, compare to my splits, for the splits, I think it's kind of something weird. I would assume it's not what the speedrunners do, but like I mean other speedruns of course. But to split in between kingdoms, I tried to split once Mario is getting on the painting here. Although it is true I split late every single time here, but yeah. Basically, so if you want to compare to my splits, just split yourself to once Mario gets inside the painting. If you want to compare. Boom. And now Cascade. Yeah, Cascade is another one that basically hasn't changed. Boom. And also, you may know the clip I'm gonna go for. I mean, yeah, it's a it's like one of the most iconic clips, to be honest. Time to introduce surface clips. Yeah, so if you don't know, there is a movement called roll cancel. And if you do a roll cancel next to water, if you do a roll cancel while transitioning into water and next to a wall, so on a surface like this, you can see here, there is ground, transition into water and a wall, and so boom, hold on, yeah, oh, I got it first try, wow. And so yeah, so you can see me, boom, I do the roll, I do the roll, boom, and then here I get into the water, and I do the roll cancel right after, and I just aim straight to the wall and clip inside. Very well done. Yeah, I had very clean, like, yeah, surface clips are definitely not easy at all, but I'm very happy because on this run I managed to do most of them very cleanly, because yeah, we will see a lot of surface clips on this run. I think there's like 4. Anyways, now time for Bowser's Kingdom. And yeah, now Bowser's Kingdom, we'll get into the kingdoms where it's like, there clearly isn't a lot of clips in this kingdom. Like, honestly, I can literally just think of one. Like, again, you may also know which one is it. It is, in fact, the clip used in Pokino. You know, yeah, the clip where you would literally, like, be able to climb out the wall without using the Poké Capture. So I do this clip, so yeah, basically, yeah, if you get an ogre to, if you get inside the ogre thing here, and then you hug the wall, and then, yeah, and then when the ogre pulls back his platform, you know, you'll be able to clip into the ground. And so obviously, yeah, I use this to clip inside, and then obviously I don't do Pokino, I just like jump back and bounce very quickly, warp to, sorry. I very quickly warp to the next painting. Yeah, by the way, sorry, I kind of have a sick voice, by the way, I hope it's okay. Okay, then time for Seaside. So yeah, again, Seaside, yeah, it's another case, it's kind of, yeah, that's something kind of annoying with this run, is that since the order of the worlds, like, of the kingdoms keep changing, and that because I'm dumb, I literally, like, forget to erase my sum of bests and all that, you will see it's a clip where it looks like I go super slowly, right? Because, like, you'll see, like, my sum of best appearing super early. And again, it's literally just because, like I said before, I would use to start runs on Seaside, and you know, doing Seaside from the painting compared to doing it from the start is like, yeah, doing it from the start is like significantly faster. So yeah, so yeah, again, you'll see my sum of best appearing super early, like if I was playing like shit. But no, it's just because the splits are literally wrong, and yeah, I should have just erased my best segment, to be honest. I don't know why I did not do this, sorry. And yeah, time for another surface clip, by the way. Boom. Very clean, did it first try, very quick setup, boom. Then I grab the flower, and then jump into the geyser. Boom, 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 boom. Go down the cup, yep. As fast as possible. Yeah, again, yeah, you can see my sum of best here appearing super early. And again, it really just is because I literally, like, completely impossible to beat it. Because of, again, how I would use to start runs. Not in this kingdom, like on this kingdom, so again. Then Lake. Lake is gonna be very similar to Seaside. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I guess this clip is like a little bit more precise. Like, yeah, you can clearly see there's not a lot of water. Like, yeah, there's barely water. Yeah, I don't know what's the most precise surface clip out of all of them, but I guess it may be the one. Yeah, plus the wall is kind of shifted in an awkward way. Yeah, you can actually see me fail it a lot. You can definitely see me fail it a lot. Oh yeah, dude, that's kind of embarrassing. Yeah. Clearly, yeah, if there's one aspect where you can gain time, oh yeah, by the way, I got it. if there is one aspect here where you would want to gain time over me, it clearly is for the on the surface clips, just because of how I failed them a lot. Although at the same time, it's like, yeah, but can you do better though? Because yeah, just these clips are just precise, you know. And you can see I still saved like 10 seconds because yeah, on my other PB I just did significantly worse. Okay, then time for sand. Sand, yeah, another one. Yeah, you may know this clip, you may know what I'm gonna do again. Just, yeah, triple jump straight into this little fence here. It doesn't look like much, but yeah, you can literally just clip, like... It's kind of funny, too, because, yeah, by the way, I think this is a moment where I can talk about something interesting. There are some clips where here, you can technically say I have already clipped inside, but here... I'm still gonna try to walk to actually, because yeah, obviously, yeah, here, I'm not really out of bounds. Like, I'm technically out of bounds, but if I want to be fully out of bounds, and like can move out of bounds and all that, I actually have to walk all the way to here without actually getting off the ledge, and yeah. So again, so what I wanted to say is that something I forgot on the rule set is that on some clips like these, where you're technically clipping out of bounds here, like where again here, where I'm technically out of bounds, but if I really want to be fully out of bounds, I have to do a little bit more steps. For these types of clips, yes, you do have to get fully out of bounds for it to count. So as an example for here, if you want to use the same strategy as me, you do have, like, yeah, you can't just get inside the fence and then call it quit. You do have to walk all the way there to actually clip out of it. Then yeah, then I warp here, boom, spin pound, straight to the other painting, of course. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, look at this movement. Yeah, I'm wondering if you can be faster than this, honestly. Like, I kind of just assumed that these sections, I can't really save time, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I can. I'm pretty sure it's more than possible to save time, but honestly, I have no idea. Sorry. Okay, then time for New Donk City. Okay, this is interesting because, as you may know, there is a second type of roll cancel clip. In fact, I don't know if they're really called different. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, there is really, like, again, what we call surface clips, where you do a roll cancel while transitioning into water, and that will clip you for a wall. But there is a second type of roll cancel clip, which these are just called a roll cancel clip. It's just like, yeah, if you do a roll cancel while going up a slope, you can usually clip through walls. And by the way, very similar to sand, and this is very interesting because, yeah, because on this kingdom, you can see here as an example, do you think I clipped inside? Yeah, I kind of clipped inside because I actually got past, if I'm not wrong, there's like a first wall. And so sometimes you can like clip through the first wall, but then if you want to fully get inside of the building, you have to do a little jump like that. And here you can see I accidentally jump outside and clip back inbounds. And again, yeah, if I follow my rule set, I do have to actually do the clip again to actually make it fully count. So again, really, on these clips where you get a little bit out of bounds, but not fully, again, if you have to get out of bounds, you have to actually do a little bit more of movement. You do have to do these movements to actually get fully out of bounds again. And again, you really just have to respect my rule set, because I literally just did it here. I have to clip again, and this time I just, yeah, clip cleanly right into the building. You can see I kind of struggle there. Capture the pole, boom, full speed, boom, 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 boom. Then capture the wire. Boom, boom, dive, jump, into wooded. Okay, so wooded is a very interesting one. First of all, it's one of the most recent discoveries I've done on this kingdom, one of the most recent optimizations. Wooded definitely changed a lot. Wooded definitely changed a lot over the time. But one common thing between all the wooded clips I used is a silly little guy that you may know, which is called, you know, yeah, I'm kind of just waiting. Boom. Spin pound again. Boom. So yeah, for all the clips basically that I used over the time, I used this little guy named a glide on. Because yeah, if you know, you may know that glide on is a very broken capture. And so I remember on my first runs, I would use like you know the clip where on a point in Wooded Kingdom you can like hug a wall with glide on, and if you hug the wall on the right spot and jump at the same time, you can clip through the kingdom. I would use this. I would use this clip on my first runs, and then I realized it was kind of slow. So that's when I started to use the type of clip that I use now. Because yeah, like it's kind of like, first of all, yeah, it's kind of crazy looking how much different types of clips you can do with glide on. Like yeah, there is this weird wall clip. There is also like the pole clips, you know, where it's like yeah, if you get in between a pole and a wall and you start to flap, you can usually clip out of bounds. There is another 1.00 exclusive clip that yeah. Maybe it's the most popular one. Honestly, it's probably not. But you know, it's like yeah, it's like the clip where it's like if for some reason if you flap on the edge of something, you can usually clip inside of it. And there is another clip, which is the clip I will use, which is kind of similar to this one clip that I'm talking about. Because yeah, if you're kind of sad that this clip is gone, because you know obviously the very good point of it, the very good side of it is that you could just clip into so many stuff. You know, it's very like yeah, it's very hybrid, you know. Well, Glidon kind of has a similar clip now, where if you put Glidon on a surface where it faces downwards and then fly straight into a wall while barely turning, well, you're gonna also clip. And so yeah, it's a very similar clip. It's definitely harder to do, but it's a similar clip that can be used on a lot of different spots. And so I was wondering, can you actually use this clip to do like a crazy clip? Like, can you actually use this clip to literally just jump into the painting, clip inside of it, and then go through it? You know, similar to the Snow Kingdom split. Well, yeah, you can. You literally can. Yeah. I remember at one point I was like, no, I'm just gonna use like. I remember at one point I was using the pipe clip, where it's like yeah, you can clip by using the pipe at the bottom of the map, because it was like super easy. But now I actually am able to just literally yeah. It's gonna look so dumb, but yeah, just boom. You can see here, like you're not even seeing it, but I am standing on a little nut, and I fly, and I clip the wall, and then I can literally just go straight into the painting. It's kind of dumb. And so yeah, that's my that's like one of the most recent discoveries again that I've made, and it is also one of the biggest ones because yeah, it saves a ton of time. But by the way, I remember this run I was kind of stressed. I was kind of concerned that I wouldn't hit it because yeah, it's like I've had a few runs that were on very good pace like this one, where I would fail the clip, and when I fail the clip, I lose like a minute. So yeah, I kind of need to not fail it, you know. Like there is some backup strats if I failed this one, but yeah, like even with the backup strats, I still lose a minute. So I definitely had to hit it. So right now I was on pressure, and I don't remember what I said in the recording. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I'd said something like, "Oh my god, let's go! I fucking hit it, let's go," you know. Anyway, yes, that's how I do the wooded clip while literally like just walking to the painting. Like yeah, it's kind of cool. Like yeah, I'm pretty sure again, it's definitely one of these types of kingdoms where I'm really wondering like how can you do a faster clip? Like, will there ever be a strat to save even more time? I don't think so. Okay, so time for luncheon. Luncheon is another special case. It's very similar to Bowser's. It's just like how? Like what clips can you do in Luncheon Kingdom? Like literally, what clips can you do in Luncheon Kingdom? I'm literally asking you this question. Can you say a clip that you can do in Luncheon Kingdom? Like yeah, it's like at least in Bowser's there's the again the Pokino clip, but here like I remember, yeah, I remember when I first did this run, I was like, yeah, like, how? Is there even a clip in Launching Kingdom? I remember doing a lot of search. Yeah, if I'm not wrong, there's like, there's like 2 clips that you can do. Like, obviously, there's that one speedrun clip where you can, like, clip with a nut to collect one of the moons, you know? The speedrun strat clip you may have seen, but obviously it was patched. Now that I think about it, there's also that one clip used in Minimum Capture's Darker Side to clip through a block of cheese and go straight into one of the sub areas without a capture. But that would obviously take a shit ton of time to set up, so I mean, just look at my splits, you know. Do you really think I could achieve a time this slow with this super slow clip? Of course, it's not what I'm using. There is also, if I'm not wrong, there's like a one roll cancel clip that's like used in I remember seeing in a Mario speedrun, in a Super Mario Odyssey speedrun, like, you know, yeah, in a sum of best Mario Odyssey speedrun made by Orlome. But obviously this is just like way too precise. Like, obviously it's just like, honestly, I don't even know how this clip is possible. But yeah, anyway, so these are not the clips I'm using. The clip I'm gonna use, it's kind of funny. Like, yeah, I remember again searching through the YouTube videos. Like, that's what I did for basically every single clip. I just searched through Super Mario Odyssey glitches or Super Mario Odyssey clip videos, you know. And I ended up finding a very obscure video that showed a clip in the Veggie room, and so that's what I used. Yeah, it's like literally just. What you do is that, like, for some reason, when you do a long jump here, it does take a little bit of time for me to set up. But when you long jump onto this spot, at one point, you can literally just, like, if you do it the right way, boom, hold on. Yeah, you'll just clip. And yeah, by the way, this is another clip where I just clip out of bounds and then hit straight into the death plane. So yeah. It is, like, yeah, it's kind of funny to see how, you know, usually it would be an useless clip, but it's just like, yeah, for clip percent, though, very good. Yeah, also you can see, yeah, definitely, yeah, I remember on my PB, I hit that clip first try, and here I kind of struggled for a bit, so lost a lot of time. Anyways, and now, it is time for me to use the Odyssey, because, yeah, it's just, like, literally, this is the last kingdom where there is a painting on it. Yeah, if you remember in the game, there are paintings, but there's not paintings for every kingdom. In fact, yeah, the kingdoms where there is no painting are Ruined, Moon, Dark Side, Darker Side, Cap, Cloud, Lost, and Lost. Yeah. So So yeah, for these kingdoms, I'm gonna have to glow to the Odyssey and go manually to them. But that's okay, you know, obviously. The painting is still a time. By the way, you can see me here. Like, yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, you know, like, you can see me. Like, I'm on Luncheon and I can, like, go straight to Ruined. Like, why am I not doing it? That's kind of weird. By the way, yeah. I think you could kind of talk about this again. The reason why I played on Seaside before, why I used to start my runs on Seaside, is that then I would end my route on like the last painting kingdom I would do, where it's like then I would be forced to go into the Odyssey and etc. This last kingdom would be Mushroom, and so then I could go to Cap, and then Cloud, Lost, etc. All the way so I could just like go straight into Cap, just only do one flick of the joystick to actually go there, so you know. So again, now Luncheon. So again, you can see me again. Why am I not going to Ruin? Like, it's literally one flick of the joystick away. Why am I not going there? You will see why. But yeah, I do intentionally skip Ruin for now, even if it's time loss on menuing. Even if it's time loss on menuing, I do skip Ruins. For a reason you'll see later. Anyways, now time for Moon. And Moon is also an interesting case where, again, I made, like, yeah, literally I think, yeah, the most recent discovery I did on this on this speedrun was on Moon. Because, yeah, at first, on basically every single run up to now, the clip I would use is like a frog clip, where it's like where when you use the frog onto the chapel and like jump into one of the towers, you can like sometimes clip into it. But the big problem is that this would just be super slow. Like I had to warp to a checkpoint that was already far from the frog. Then I had to walk all my ass over there, especially with the moons, with the slow moon gravity that would be super long. Then I had to walk the frog all the way to the chapel. This would be even longer, of course, because I had to go from the back of the chapel to the front of the chapel and then do the clip. So you get it, like that would just be super long. And so, but recently, I realized there was another clip that I, like, just a big oversight, because I knew about this for a long time, and it's only recently that I realized, oh wait, I can just use this. You may have, you know, you may have seen it like, literally like, on some hide and seek videos, how they would talk about this jump here, you know, yeah, I think you basically, yeah, if you know what I'm talking about, this jump that would allow you to get to the top of this little structure here, that, yeah, you may have seen again on some hide and seek videos. I remember, yeah, seeing these videos and etc. I've been thinking like, oh yeah, that's kind of neat and etc. And I only realized recently that, wait, hold on. They clip into the kingdom. Yeah, they literally just clip into the kingdom. Again, on the things that I counted as clipping, jumping into a part of the wall with no collision does count. And yeah, that's literally what they do in the trick jump. They literally just jump into a part of the wall with no collision. So yeah, that would be clipping, and that would definitely be significantly faster than my frog chapel clip. So now that's what I do. And maybe you can see me, yep, first try by the way. Very, very clean. Boom, boom, wall jump, nice. And then you can see, obviously, so I just clip a little bit into it. You can see how, hold on. Yeah, you can really see how I just clip a little bit into it, and then I go, boom, I clip, don't need for further things. I know I clipped, I can just walk to the Odyssey and, yeah, continue. Yeah, it's just like, again, of course, I know you can do like a super cool trick jump, but obviously, I'm trying to just clip as fast as possible. Anyways, by the way, gold split, very nice. Then I go to dark side, sorry. So dark side, yeah, it's another one of these where there's literally just a singular clip that I can think of outside of the Odyssey clip. By the way, this is clearly the most embarrassing moment in the speedrun. Like, I was literally getting distracted, and I literally forgot where to go. Like, you can see me turn in a weird way, and yeah. And then I could just go like, oh yeah, hold on, I need to capture the wire. That's okay. I think it only made me lose like 1 second, but yeah, kind of embarrassing though. It's just embarrassing to see me literally not remember the routing, you know? Anyways. Like, yeah, like I was watching some summoning salt videos in the background, you know? And so yeah, I was kind of just not paying attention. And yeah, by the way, the clipping question, you may know, yeah, this clip again. Like, I mean, of course, every clip, you may know them. Outside of the luncheon one, I mean, I doubt you knew it since it was like very obscure. So yeah, you may know that this pole here extends way further than it's meant to, and so yeah, you can obviously get it from below, and then if you climb back up, you come inside, nice, and so obviously yeah, just clip inside, then jump back in bounds, do a ground pound to very quickly hit the ground as fast as possible to be able to warp, because obviously, or sadly enough, you cannot warp while being on the pole. And then boom, that's dark side. And now time for darker side. Darker side is definitely a very special case. Now, you may remember how I said that at first I would only allow one Odyssey clip, and then later I allowed the Moon Odyssey clips as well. Because yeah, again, on every single kingdom except one, you can just do a clip. But I decided later to allow a Moon Gravity Odyssey clip, just because for Darker Side, because yeah, again, you can do clips in Darker Side, you can definitely do them, but it literally like, there's like that one clip where if you get to, if you get up to the point with Yoshi, or it's like just a little bit before, there's like a spot in the wall where you can clip inside. And so that's what I would do for all my first runs. I would literally just do a darker side up to this point and then do the clip, and then that would be it. That would be the end of the run. But again, since I realized that it would make me save a lot of time, and since it is true that again Moon Gravity Odyssey clips are very different from the normal Odyssey clips, I allowed myself to do the Odyssey clip on darker side just for the sake of like saving minutes. Like yeah, like literally I remember my dream time of this speedrun was to beat it under 15 minutes. And yeah, I literally got my objective by allowing this. Like yeah, like literally I just did like one run, saved a shit ton of time, and got the sub 15 minutes. Kind of dumb, kind of sad I guess, but yep. That's how I got it. And so yeah, so the method for Moon Kingdom's clips is literally to just jump, ground pound, and then pray you clip inside. You can see I kind of struggle, I think. Yeah, okay, yeah, I got it. You can see how I clip into the Odyssey and go straight. Then just yeah, hit the globe again. Boom. Then up to cap. Okay, so again, yeah, cap definitely doesn't have a lot of clips. I think there's 2 clips I can think of. There's the one in the Paragoomba sub area, and there is the one that I'll do. If I'm not wrong, the one that I'll do is like just a tiny bit faster. If I'm not wrong, yeah, just a tiny bit faster, but it is faster. Yeah, literally just because you can like warp straight to the top hat tower, and in the top hat tower, yeah, I kind of like how you may not know what's coming, but yeah, the clip I'm gonna do is yeah, just another surface clip again. Boom, you can see me. Boom, just do it first try. Like that was kind of insane. Yeah, just did it first try. Like yeah, it definitely was a shit ton of time save right there, just because of how I did it first try. Because yeah, if you're not able to do it first try, then you kind of have to kill the Goombas to kill these mini Goombas. Or if you don't think you'll do it first try, you kind of have to also kill them, but that does make you lose a little bit of time. But here, yeah, I literally just went in, did it first try, and didn't even need to lose time by killing these. So yeah, and that was yeah a very clean split. I think yeah, I saved like yeah 10 seconds. Just yeah, very good. Yeah, you know, very good. And then Cloud. Now Cloud, I'm not even gonna explain. It's just what clip do you think I'm gonna use? Yeah, that's right. Again, in Cloud, there is literally no clip in Cloud Kingdom. There's no clip possible except for the Odyssey clip. So again, that was the kingdom I was talking about the entire time. This is the one kingdom that forces me to allow Odyssey clips because this is the only clip possible in this kingdom. So yeah, that's why I have to allow Odyssey clips. That's why I have to. And Lost right after. Yeah, it's just yeah. Again, you can really see how much time it takes to go for the Odyssey. Just obviously just overroll a bunch of long cutscenes. Then I warp up to the top. And then I do, yeah, I mean, that's a clip where basically, yeah, I think, yeah, that's the only time that I'm gonna use, that I'm actually gonna do these clips, or, sorry, that's actually the first time that's actually the first and only time that I'll do this type of clip, but, yeah, it's another very common clip in Mario Odyssey, just like, I think these are called, corner clips, where, yeah, sometimes you can literally just walk into the corner of things, and, oops, sorry, here I failed. Yeah, it's because obviously sometimes it's kind of hard to tell if I clip inside or not. And again, you may know my rule set again. If I've technically clipped, but I'm not fully out of bounds, I have to get fully out of bounds. So this does mean that for this clip again too, I do need to do a ground pound to like be 100% sure I clipped out of bounds. I have to do it, yeah. Just be fully out of bounds. And so yeah. The only corner clip I will do, but yeah, again, it is a decently common clip in Mario Odyssey, but it is the only time I'm gonna use it. And then time for ruins. Okay, so I think there's a lot of there's definitely a lot to say in ruins. First of all, so again, this is in fact the one kingdom I skipped at the start, and so now I'm gonna have to explain why did I skip it. Okay, so we've used a lot of different types of clips so far. You know, we've used surface clips, roll cancel clips, some special capture clips and all that. I mean, there's a lot of these. We've used like one corner clip, and like so far there is clearly like one type of clip that hasn't been used yet. I mean, I guess there's also scene clip, but obviously it's just because these types of clips are way too precise. But there is also moon clipping that I've so far not used. You know, yeah, these moon clips that people use in speedruns, in any percent runs. Obviously, you see them all the time. Honestly, yeah, but it's kind of like, I think you can kind of understand though why I did not use moon clipping at all in the speedrun so far. It's just because, yeah, like it's just like, you know, moons. Like to do moon clips, you have to collect a moon for the first time and then do the clip. So you literally have to get them first try. So they're very punishing. They're definitely not easy. And also, and this is the reason why I do ruin last. It's because literally like you have to glob the Odyssey. You have to glob the Odyssey. And like, yeah, if you glob the Odyssey after collecting a moon, you'll literally just get the moon collecting animation, you know, the Odyssey getting filled animation, and so you would literally lose time on that. But still, despite all this, I do do a moon clip on Ruin Kingdom. Except that it's actually not what I'm gonna do. Except that it's actually not true. Because actually, what I do here is that, so yeah, I do use a moon clip on Ruin Kingdom. Like, there is a moon clip I've tried, except that here, it's actually not what I'm gonna do. Because yeah, like, see here, I literally, like, the moon clip in question, now, obviously, I'm not gonna have footage for it, but you can see here, you can see on this spot here, you may know that there's like a chest and a moon inside of it, and yes, you can, in fact, use this moon to clip into the wall. Except the big problem with this clip is that it is just like super precise, but it is slightly faster than the clip I'm gonna do in this run. Except that I didn't go for it because it's just like this clip is just so precise that I didn't think I didn't thought it was worth it. So yeah, I didn't go for it. But I do have all of this set up. I do have all this set up, and yeah, honestly, yeah, I would definitely recommend for you two to not go for this moon clip, because again, like, I know speedrunners do moon clips all the time, but it's just like this clip is way more precise than the other moon clip. It's like, especially like I feel like obviously a clip that's very comparable is the chest clip used in Cascade Kingdom, that's used in any percent runs, and compared to this one clip, this moon clip is like significantly more precise. Like, you have like just like a tiny section into the wall that's like slanted too, so you have to like jump very precisely to this one spot and just barely clip into it. And also usually you would just like fall back and down because it's like, again, so precise. So that's why I don't go for it, because I would usually just go for it and just lose time. So here I didn't go for it and I went for the other clip, but yeah, I would clearly recommend, if you're on a bad pace and this is like the only way to save your run, yeah, this can be a last Hail Mary to save it. And of course, if you really want to optimize the speedrun to the absolute limits, yeah, just know there's a strat, and but that's not the one I went for. No, in fact, the one I went for, that's another one. Yeah, because again, you may think there are no clips in Ruin Kingdom, except that there is, because the dragon here, honestly, yeah, you may know this, but you can actually clip inside the dragon. You may have only like seen this one video of Fur where it just like clips into the dragon in this super random way. Obviously, that's not the clip I'm gonna use. Yeah, it's just like basically, yeah, if you get there, you can literally just cap jump inside of the dragon. Except that this clip is extremely brutal. Like here, yeah, just know that I was like super stressed. At this point in the run, I was super stressed because this is super precise. Like, yeah, I definitely, like, I have to cap jump on the right window on the exact height to not bonk into the dragon's collision, or to not do the cap the cap bounce too low and not be able to clip inside the dragon. Because yeah, if I'm not wrong, yeah, it's just like, yeah, if you just do the cap bounce too low, you'll just not clip into the dragon for some reason. I would assume it's just because there's an invisible wall under the dragon, but it's like there's a spot where it's not here, so you can, yeah, so again, you can just barely jump into it. And if I felt this clip, it would have definitely been the end of the run. So there was a lot of pressure, and also I remember just overall losing a lot of runs on this one clip just because of how, again, the timing is super precise, because, yeah, again, like I've said. And, yeah, again, there's really no way to optimize this. Like, at some points, I tried to, like, slid into the dragon's collision and then cap when Mario stopped to do the wall slide animation, so I could be, like, perfectly placed to do the cap bounce. But for some reason, it just doesn't work. So, yeah, I really just have to, again, jump under the dragon and go for the clip. And if I miss it, the run is basically over, because either I die, if I miss it, either I die, either I can actually, like, save myself, but even if I save myself, like, I have to do like, I have to jump into the dragon's arm, and then do a precise trick jump to go back into the battlefield, and then try the clip again. And I feel like, yeah, this is definitely, like, this would definitely be way too much of a time loss for the run space. So I had to get it first try, right here, right now, or at least not full. And, well, let's go! Let's go! PB recorded! Sub 1330! Woo! Let's go! I cannot believe I just did it, finally! It felt like something I would never ever do, but I just fucking did it. Let's fucking go, dude. I can finally do this fucking video. I just need to... Let's go! Oh, and look at those splits, dude. Look at these. And so, yeah, that was my presentation of the clip percent speedrun. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I was not, like, too bad of a commentator, especially because I was, like, improvising this a lot. Like, yeah, like, I literally had no notes, if you're wondering. I literally had no notes. I hope it was okay. I hope my speech wasn't too bad, and I hope I made you want to do clip percent, and I hope the category looks interesting enough to you know, be run. Like, yeah, honestly, I'm kind of saying this because, of course, I'm planning to submit this on the Discord and to eventually maybe get it into the speedrun leaderboards. To be honest, there is definitely just a small chance I'm getting accepted, but, you know, we never know. And so, yeah, I hope this run eventually gets, you know, submitted to the leaderboards. And if it does, I hope, yeah, I can just, like, get this run I did that, by the way, it did end in a 13:19 time again, because as you may remember, like, first of all, it started a little late, so normally you need to subtract 0.5 seconds, and also it's just like, I think I split it a second too early, like a second too late, sorry, so it's more like 13:18, maybe 13:17. Anyways, you get it. And so yeah, again, I hope I made this interesting, and I'll see you.